I guess I'm quite good to go. Let me double check with the game. Yep, I'm quite good to go. So hello guys, this is We Heart Radar 3 and we're on the map Pool Party. So what do we have here? I tell you what we have here. We're going to see some excellent gameplay. This is uploaded by the Delta 7, but actually he is the Yuno himself playing as a red allies and allied with Purple Empire. This is Fanzi. And again, they're playing against, this is Blue Allies Zero and his teammate, this is Yellow Allies, called as Ban. Not Shadow Ban or anything like that, just Ban with 3N for some reasons, I don't know. I checked, I know you know Fanzi and the Zero and they're good to go players. I never heard about this Ban guy. I checked about him and I didn't see any kind of alternative accounts. But needless to say, he's quite good to go. His win-loss ratio is good to go, so he can keep up within this game. But easily say, will be a little bit distinctive. I can anticipate that one. On the meantime, so unfortunately, in a pool party, allies always have advantage over utilizing these lakes. So I can easily say, Fanzi will be the one is feeling sad about this game because he can't. He can position some shoguns, but it's not going to be effective as aircraft carriers. Now, on the meantime, we see Seaport already over here, and it has been spotted by the Fanzi and, Javelins. If Riptide and Barracks are on, and if your opponent is Empire, that usually translates into one simple thing, and that is, as you can see, Rip Jaws. So let's see what is he going to cook. Speaking of cooking, is cooking himself a nice scouting, garrisoning these spots so he can get some vision over here, which is quite nice. On the meantime, this burst road is withdrawing in a strategic manner. On top of that, which is worse, now we have two Riptides full of infantry, which is more than enough to just destroy the Empire in the early sections of the game. On the meantime, wants to have the attention of his ally over something that I cannot know, but now burst drones are now. Well, that's such a very nice way of using burst drones. In the last split second, it just attaches itself with the unit to deal damage, and one Riptide is already going down. It will be much more better for the Fanzi if you could take the second Ripjaw as well, because after all, you will be left with a bunch of infantry that has no protection. Now, Fanzi wants to address this threat. One burst drone is already coming to arrive, and are we going to see it? Well, Riptide is now very low HP, and whoa, indicator just arrived, and very nice bomb split coming right up, and Ripjaw threat has been addressed. On the meantime, Ban is just angry that he wants to take down all of the aircraft that had, but it's going to be a very short-lived thing to have it. At the time, this is very nice having an Apollo and a burst drone attached onto it. Very slow. Ooh, just immediately shut down. Oh, no. Two Tangos are already down. Fanzi forgetting that, I think he forgets that he's playing against two allies players. So that is actually multiplying the amount of Apollo you have to deal with it too. Now, speaking of multiplying, so we get to see expansion coming right up from the ban and also from the Yuno as well, 3 refineries, and also I think the other one coming from the Zero as well for the third expansion point, which is nice. I wonder if, okay, so Fanzi wants to go for the third expansion as well, but this is going to be quite difficult for Fanzi because 2 Apollos and 2 man of the Vindicators, so it will be very difficult for him to establish any kind of air control. So maybe could spare at this one multi-gunner turret over here, so instead of a defender core, that would be much more better. On the meantime, wants to scout or take down something, and this Riptide is going to suffer from the overextending to the base and leaving any kind of anti-air from its own base. Okay, this Apollo is quite lucky to avoid the last javelin missile. On the meantime, Riptides are now engaging each other, and once again, Fanzi is having insane difficulty right now. 3 Apollos, that's too much for him to chew any kind of Mecha Tango in the early game. He would definitely need loss of point defense drones and Emperor's Rage. So up until that, he has to be very careful. 2 Riptides with very low HP, just trying to find the closest repair drones, which is the next one, the airbase. On the meantime, these Vindicators are going to engage and taking down the multi-gunner turret. I would probably go for the Riptides but now Ban is letting go of 2 Vindicators. They were incredibly out of position, so that would be very nice of him. On the meantime, unfortunately, Fancy keeps losing more and more and more Tengus, so it will be much more difficult for him to establish any kind of air power. On the meantime, he is going for a third refinery, which is nice, but it's going to be very slow. I mean, at this point, Yuno is losing his fourth refinery, and not even, okay, maybe not. There's Prospector over here, so okay, so still, it's very bad for the Fazzy at this point. I mean, it's not very possible. Also, beautiful indicator micro coming right up from the Zirael, and unfortunately, he is losing more Tengus. I wonder how many Tengus does he have? Okay, I think it's 0, so that's insanely bad for any kind of Empire gameplay. Unfortunate for him. 2 Riptides already commissioned to deal damage and maybe shut down, because there is no defensive, there is nothing in terms of defense for this refinery, and it didn't even pay off. Also, I would probably go over here instead of, for example, going for this refinery. Needless to say, instant generator is being deployed. Anything coming right up? Okay, there's 1 VX, but in a game but where we go to see loss of Apollos, I don't know if it's going to work. On the meantime, 1 Riptide is taken down already, which is quite nice. VX is now in close quarters, but well, he will need more. Yari, I think it will not make it out. On the meantime, we see lots of Riptides are coming right up over here, and strategically moving away from the Cryoblast so it will not be absorbed. Selling is not coming from the ban as well, so it doesn't really matter for him, I guess. Oh, Mecha Bay is down already, and there's only 1 Chopper VX we have, so, well, in the blink of an eye, loses it. On the meantime, what do we have in here? Well, it seems like a shutdown is coming for the Fancy. Okay, his MCB is still intact, so that's actually nice of him. You see it's an engineer going for the oil derrick as well, realizing that Fancy is soon to be out of this game, so better get the oil derrick before it gets it destroyed. Late cell coming right up, unfortunate for him. On the meantime, 2 Riptide. Oh, okay, so it's filled with javelins at least. Aircraft carrier. So we are tier 3 now on the Yuno side, but unfortunately things are indeed going very bad in terms of the Fancy. So that's not going to work anytime soon enough for him. So let's concentrate on where that we can see. Oh, that's, by the way, this is a very risky, incredibly risky refinery expansion. I mean, probably you should definitely go over here. Okay, MCV is just placed in an oddly way. Okay, he wants to get more refineries. That's nice. On the meantime, these peacekeepers are I don't know what's happening over there, but one of them absorbed the damage. That's for sure. Also, please destroy these garrisons. Oh, that's nice. Multi-gunner threat coming from the Yuno, but from the volume that Fancy is going to experience, I think he will need much more than that multi-gunner threats. 4 Riptides just over here, not doing anything else, but Yuno has, he is quite good to go. There's no way at this point of the game can pass over here. That's going to be difficult on, adding insult to injury. Oh,
we can still save her.
Just freezing and telling that, okay, stop bombing bar buildings. So what we have here, Collector is being bugged, and Fancy is taking delight on dealing damage onto it. Oh, wait. That was a nice split second of catch. So unfortunately, Zirial loses his MCV, and he spots very quickly. And he sends all of the infantry to take it down. I think he sold his own MCV and then get it immediately. The engineer. Now he's going for the crushing. Let's see. Speaking of crush, from the looks of it, Yuno is actually crushing his opponent, forcing a sell-off for the expansion point, but Ban is now want to expand over here. That's actually nice of him. On the meantime, this MCV is going to make it. I don't know. If so, at least he could, one way or another, at least he can get some peacekeepers and javelins. Where is this MCV going, by the way? Are you going next to Ban? Oh, bomb drop already arrived, and MCV is now half HP, so soon it will suffer a move speed. Deploy. Okay, so this is unfortunately very quick move, and Vol is being deployed, but now Cryocopter is also here. So let's see how the things are going to work with. I wonder how much cash does the Fancy have? Okay, 3,000. That's not that bad. But I think he will not be able to make it. Fancy is actually... I mean, these are the last thing he could have. Do we have anything else in his here? Ah, poor Fancy. Now he is going to clear out. Beacon is actually being placed. I think he is sending Beacon for this MC. Like, save the MCV. Oh, so Cryoblast. Now, you know, shrink the MCV. Come on. Ah, that's too late. And now MCV was also taken. So all hopes the Fancy had now faded. Unfortunately, now Peacekeepers are now going offensive on the Riptides, and Riptides are running back. So of course there's a Cryocopter over here. So in case if he's going to engage, that will be short-lived. Where is the Hydrofoil? I don't know, but hopefully he will get one. On the meantime, more infantry is being poured over here, and that's the insane. I mean, that's what I really don't like about this map. Like, over this section to this section, of course, the range allows you to so you can bombard everything over here and effectively canceling out a refinery, an expansion point, and anything else that your opponent wants to do by itself. Fancy leaving the game. Lastly, he has something like 400 of cash. He delivered to Yuno. I wonder how much cash does Yuno have at this point. Oh, 10,000. Okay, I think that's more than enough. But let's see how is it going to work. On the meantime, now Ban is trying to expand on the top. Not that bad, but now Riptides. Those Riptides that were here now is going to do some offensive. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of them are intercepted. You know, you're not. You stop being careless. I mean, of course, at this point, I mean, losing 4 Riptides shouldn't really matter. Ooh, MCV is now on the threat of the 3 Cryocopters, but it's going to be short-lived. Now, finally, Assault Destroyer is here. Is absorbing damage. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. It's now shrunk. So I think what you definitely need is a Hydrofoil. Otherwise, the flies are going to shut down for your own expansion point. Now, on the meantime, we see Cryocopters strategically shrinking some of the units, but okay. Also, Thunder Cannon is now shrunk as well. Is there an Assault Destroyer? Yeah, there is, but it's not being effective, unfortunately, as it should be. On the meantime, the things are quite nice for the Zerial, but the Ban is now... I mean, he is experiencing some severe... Oh, okay, so Hydrofoil is arrived. So... Assault Destroyer unfortunately shrunk once again. You could move the Hydrofoil. Oh, okay, so he's taking... Well, look at the damage, by the way. Ooh, so... the Hydrofoil Lord has arrived, star rank Hydrofoil, and that was actually nice that all of the Assault Destroyer having hard time to absorb all of the shots, I mean autocannon ammo from the Hydrofoil. So this is Thunder Cannon. Oh, okay, that's nice detour, but unfortunately could have saved the one Vindicator. Now, from the looks of it, I mean, there is going to be an invisible line over here, and yeah, none of the units can pass actually. Now, seaport, secondary seaport is now established, and also is, I mean, benefits from the tier upgrade entirely. So we can see some aircraft carriers over here. Cryoshot has been used over here. So you know where. Do you have an indicator? Or is this going to be doing absolutely nothing? Also, we have Riptide here. You know, you could repair this wall. Can you repair the wall, you know? Or are we going to see this Riptide taking down this wall just by autocannon ammo? So this Cryoblast was ineffective. Oh, so 6 Apollos. That's fat against the 4 Apollos of the unit that he had. Now this wall, I mean, walls are exposed. So okay, so Cryocopters have arrived as well. Yuno is going to send his own Apollos against the 4 Apollo. Why we have indicator over here again? Oh, okay, they are called unsurprised. Now one of Apollo trade is not going in favor, unfortunately. And last Apollo just survives, I mean, barely, but one Cryocopter goes down for nothing. Ban, where are your Apollos? Okay, they're just sitting over here. You have Hydrofoils here. Why are you bringing your Apollos here? Ooh, that's some insane level of the Riptides and EMP. Friendly fire over here for the Assault Destroyer, and Riptide is just taking the L. I mean, as long as these Assault Destroyers are alive, you can't really do anything against these Dolphins. Didn't you have Cryocopters? What happened to them? Cryoblast is used on refinery. So much, I mean, for now we see two of the uses, but ooh, this Riptide is just mostly coming right up and destroying the refinery. Unlucky for the but I think he has enough cash to spare it for himself. And oh, this refinery is not being used, so that's great. But unfortunately, this Riptide is right after this Prospector. So has only this last remaining refinery, but oh, this is going to be short-lived, very. Now, Multi-Gunner turret has been neutralized. On the meantime, we see lots of Peacekeepers coming from the ban. After all, he lost his sea expansion once again. I mean, completely losing everything on the Navy side to And here's some airfield, some barracks. I think he will need much more than that. At least, from the looks of it, I mean, as long as Ban can hold his own, the fight will be between 2 versus 1. And may lose this one, and because Ziriel is now being untouched, and he can actually pump out some units to engage. But if Ban falls, this will be 1 versus 1, and then it will be quite... I mean, I don't know if Ziriel is, like, skilled enough for the but he will lose his advantage, so why would you lose your own advantage again? That doesn't really make any sense. Now, Assault Destroyer just beautifully trying to run away from this Prospector that is going to crush him. And, ooh, okay, so... Fortunate bombardment run coming right up from... Ah, okay, so... Oh, that's actually loss of cryocopters. Are we having any kind of hydrofoils? Not yet, I guess. Vindicator beautifully taking down this aircraft carrier that has star rank. And once... Oh, okay, so...
It'll take more than that to stop us.
Now, Prospector, it's your turn. Go and crash it. Oh, that's beautiful. And, I mean, that's going to be... Usually we get to see Assault Destroyer crushing the Prospectors. But now what we see is the opposite, so that's actually funny for me. Now, Ban is dismantling his base slowly, so he can actually move and reposition himself, perhaps, if he wishes to. At this point, this base only serves as a vantage point for the He's having some sight. He could work on it. But now, playing as 4 refineries, I don't know if that is any good. Finally, I think knows this as well. I'm going for the 5th expansion point right up. It will be once again quite difficult to defend it. And now Cryocopters...
We'll pay for this.
Okay, that's actually... you're losing Cryocopters over just for the 2 units. 2 buildings? Oh,
Chin's
no.
up, man. We're getting out of here.
There's an Assault Destroyer there. So that's not going to work. You have to take down the Assault Destroyer first. I cannot believe this. Is going to hold this here? Oh my god. Yeah, he's going to hold it.
Looks a little giant.
Now, reinforcements have arrived, but I guess the star rank army of IFVs. I don't think these little IFVs can do anything else. You could actually just freeze them, but I think he doesn't really want to do it. And more... Unfortunately, Ziriel ended up himself resetting all of his... IFVs, I'm sorry, cryocopters. I wonder how good move that is, but anyway. And Ban is just moving around with his infantry. But again, he should play the defensive instead of going offensive. On the meantime, we see also a very fat anti-navy, anti-everything army over here. And unfortunately, Ban is the 2nd player. I think he's going to die in this game. Now, healthy amount of Apollos, but what's the point if you can't even move very next to it? Now, Apollos are arriving, but be advised, there are hydrofoils over here, so that would be quite risky. Do not leave your Apollos... Okay, so this time, is a little bit more, let's say, aware, but... So, okay, so I'm going to make it with the Vindicator. And also remind yourself that there is a hydrofoil over here. Do not ignore that. Okay, so 1 unit is not taken. Are you going to let your cryocopter die like this?
We could use some help here.
Oh, Assault Destroyer. That's nice. But what are you going to do with it? You just really can't battle like that. Fortunately, that's not going to happen. You have to carry the game in a different proxy manner. Like, you could do what the is doing, man. But no. Okay, double barracks, 99 infantry spam coming right up. I think. Okay, so this is a perfect moment. Get yourself a spy or get yourself a Tanya. Oh, okay, there's a Tanya cannon, so that may not work as well. Are you serious? This barracks just right in front of loads of infantry over there. Okay, Cryogeddon is being used. Okay, some infantry just gets caught in the way, but I mean, there's only one. This multi-gunner IF with the Peacekeeper can do it. Now, same Cryogeddon has been used. Move your... Oh, no, come on. That's careless. Fortunately, that was careless. And also, the remaining Peacekeepers are frozen as well. So much units of the UNO is now scattered. And we have a death march over here. At least he could cut line for the reinforcements, I guess. Oh, okay. MCV is now caught apprehended. And I think it's not going to make it. Do we have a cryocopter on ally side? Okay, so reinforcement are having maybe... Oh, okay, that's too late. That is way too late, unfortunately. So, okay, reposition your antenna. Oh, that's actually a 6 save. Are they going to make it? Okay, he's waiting. Oh.
We could use some help here, sir.
No, take down the Vindicator. Ah, come on. I mean, at least he tried. Also, I get to see insane amount of Riptides in this game. Everybody is making Riptides. I mean, allies have much more arsenal than that. Doesn't really matter. I mean, Ban... I guess Ban had nothing left in this game. He also lost the MCV. So, multi-gunner trits. How much cash does he have? I think he will soon leave the game. Okay. Well, not that bad.
Need someone to take a look around?
Are you serious? 20,000.
Where's the trouble?
Okay, Ban has left the game. And a fat navy over here as well. A decent army of the Zero is here. I really can't understand. Zero has so many refineries. How is this going to... Okay, so he at one point he could expand it over here, by the way. And... Well, is just wants to reclaim his old expansion points. That's nice. And there is a one command hub over here over Zero, so that's actually nice. But it's a bit late. I mean, it's a bit late. You could easily just send 2 indicators over here and just free gold for yourself. For a very long time, of course. Now, Zero wants to go and engage in a fight, but, well, here's the thing. This is the doorstep of the UNO, so he can easily resupply his army. But you don't have like, an outpost base. I mean, you have only barracks over here. And UNO has 20,000 cash. That is insane, if you ask me. And you didn't really have that much of cash, so you shouldn't really lose your units for absolutely nothing. I mean, even oh, okay, so plays a power move and gets himself a chronosphere. Also, we have defense bureau, so we can see Tanya as well. Oh my god, again you want to go over here. Just forget about this base. It's not going to work. All you can do is actually just engage over here. As long as you try to knock over here, you will always have yourself placed against, I mean, at least 2 by the way, this is a mercy amount. Whenever you play against, for example, in pool party, you get to see some 5 or 6 aircraft carriers in one leg sitting on top. Now, Zero is following the aircraft carrier drones instead of cryocopters. Fine. I mean, come on, at least they... Okay, one of them goes down. Now, one proxy prospector is over here, but I don't think it will do anything against UNO. Proton Collider is also online. I think UNO can also move. Okay, finally he is giving a command. Also, this army has severely anti-air. There's no anti-air in this game on this army. So just send some aircraft carrier. Sentry bombers? You just spent 4,000 cash for taking down 1 assault destroyer. I don't know, man. I mean, just send them over here maybe, or here if he's expanding. Maybe here, but really here? I mean, even a throw is a throw anyway. So he's also still inactive with his navy. He could at least take down one refinery. That has lesser than half of the total ore, but well, still, refinery is a refinery. If this is going to be a waiting game, oh, come on, at least sell this one. Also, you could also re-expanding over here can still work. Oh really? Did you really sell that off? Ziriel, what are you doing? I mean, just move your antenna cannon over here and deal some damage. That cannot be that hard. Just take down this refinery. Force a sell off. And that should be the game. Dude, you really have no reason to take down this command hub before taking this. Okay. Finally, aircraft... not aircraft, because sentry bombers are now in field, and this... The Fennec... Oh, this how is it going to be? I just cannot believe this. Oh, poor Zirael, really. This collector just nicely sitting over here. I wonder if he has enough armor. Or even worse, he can transfer some of his aircraft carriers over here. And again, that would be great. Okay. Ooh. Oh no. Freeze it very quickly, or it's going to be worse. Just take down the power plants. Come on. Okay. Ooh. Instantaneous star rank for our character. Just did you lose? Ooh, double kill. Where are the sentry bombers? Wait. Okay, there they are. He dropped the bombs, so he now needs an airfield. Okay, he has an airfield, so it doesn't really matter. Now, this heroic collector did the job for Juno and dies with the pride. But now proxy refinery wars have arrived, so everybody is just doing some cryogeddon, Athena bomber, sentry bomber, or cryogedding, shutting, coptering, or something. I don't know why. Okay, so Juno has spent his cash as well, but we still have. Oh, dude, just scatter your army. Believe me. Believe me, that's not going to work. Just scatter your army, please. Okay, so we're going to see some engagement over here. Now the things... Okay, Chronosphere has been used, but the problem is majority of this army is just peacekeepers. So... Okay, so that's actually nice. Okay, Zira, you don't need to engage. Just go back. Just go back. Let him do the engagement. Stop. You are... We are losing your cryocopters just for shrinking some Athena cannons. I don't know if this is going to work, but we will see to it. Okay, so that's why Juno doesn't have any cash. I mean, look at the amount of the cryocopters he has. Okay, so 5. He has a dozen of the... Yeah, he's a dozen of cryocopters. You will need much more than that, Apollos, I can easily tell you. And also, you're getting a bit maybe lazy, not using your aircraft. I'm sorry, sentry bombers. Nice Mirage tank over here. Nice Mirage tanks over here. Oh my god. Surprise. Finally, we see some Apollos. I think at this point, it doesn't really matter. I mean, these... Ooh, okay. So, wait. Come on, just another... Ah, come on! Now, these Apollos are just trying to shred down these cryocopters, but it's not going to work. Instantaneous freeze all around. And... Okay, so you should have used your cryocopters very long ago. Finally, Apollos are now engaging on these cryocopters. And well, MCV is down already. So that's not going to do anything for him. Does he have a seaport? Wait, he doesn't have a seaport? Okay, okay, he does have a seaport, so that's actually nice. But by the time he is going to get his MCV, I think Juno can easily snipe it back with the Chronosphere. The other thing is, Proton Collider is going to be soon online, so he can either lose this. Okay, it's been used over here, and seaport is not destroyed. So good for him, I guess. Okay, let's see. Ooh. Using this, oh, okay, so that's actually nice. Some infantry gets destroyed, but well, Cryogeddon has been used, and the Thinning Cannon shield is not being used. So everything of the, unfortunately, the Zeraal just gets into a frozen grave. I mean, there are so much moments in this game. I even started to think that what is going to be the thumbnail of this game. I think that Mirage Tank was quite nice. But that was the game. It was quite expected, I have to say. I mean, against two allies, Empire really experiences incredibly bad time. And, well, too bad for the Fancy. He had to be ejected from the game first, and then coming right up from the ban. And Zeraal and Yuno just fought against at the very end. But, well, I think from the money, I mean, spending the money in a much more efficient manner, Yuno won the game, because it's not surprising that Zeraal had much more credits than the Yuno. But all I see, for example, Yuno just managed to get lots of kills with his own multi-gun IFVs that were just star rank, and well, that was the game. So guys, feel free to like this game and the video as well. Let me know what you think about the comments as well, and consider subscribing. I mean, we are slowly and very slowly and steadily going for the 100. If that is so, that would make me happy. On the meantime, I will be trying to spend more time for the casting. I'm just again trying to find some replays and get some enthusiasm and some time. So hopefully we will meet much more time in the following days. Until then, peace out.